Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Contradiction, Spot the Liar. In the last episode, Ryan was telling us about the supposedly very secure storeroom where he keeps his morphine tablets. It would be absolutely impossible for any of the students to get to because no one knows the code for the room. However, Simon dropped a piece of paper. Where is it? Yes, with some numbers on the back. So, very secure indeed.
Welcome to the Mirror Room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself.
I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself.
This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
Well, that was weird. Okay. The mirror room. What else do we call it? Like, what? Okay. Oh, just... Why are you keep... What? What? Why would you keep medication in here? Also, if you really need it, you'd have to navigate the maze. What? Okay. That's fucking weird. Okay, no, we're gonna go. We're gonna leave. I never started my timer going. Whoops. Ah, well. Ryan.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Please explain this to me.
Can you tell me what you know about the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do. And you don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
So why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
I find it rather disturbing that they're locking the students in. Go fuck about in the mirror room for a while. We'll come get you in a couple of hours. Jesus. So maybe... I'm going to assume that the morphine wasn't being stored in the mirror room. That's a different locked room, and maybe Jenks just saw the first room with a keypad and he was like, oh, this must be the one. That's...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Again, I question this course's methods. I question them so hard. Why did you have this combination, Simon? Simon, what were you doing fucking about in the mirror room?
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah?
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination?
No.
Simon, why are you talking bullshit?
Aha. So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried to morphine.
What do you mean trying to outdo each other?
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you could do something you wouldn't normally do.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Oh, shit, we only have an hour? The game is wrapping up quickly. I still thought we had more to go. Okay. Oh, I have thoughts. About what Simon's... So they were keeping morphine in the mirror room. Why the fuck would you keep morphine in the mirror room? Yes, it's got a keypad there, but like... Why not keep it in a lockbox in the main office? What? We've got a room of mirrors. Might as well use them to store the drugs. Excuse me? Okay. So I kind of want to watch that again. I can't from here, damn. Okay, in that case, let me just kind of think over what he said. So, yeah, he's claiming that he visited the mirror room a few months ago. He and Kate, they were trying to outdo each other, trying to one-up each other for the course. They both took the morphine. And then Simon... I'm assuming Simon's story is that, like, I didn't do it again. However, obviously Kate still had the code because we both entered at the same time. So she would have still been able to have access to the morphine. And Kate does seem to have an addictive personality. She relies very heavily on alcohol. So maybe she decided, ooh, this morphine gives me a nice high. I'm gonna go back every so often and take some of it. And we know that Kate's last movements were she was at the pub arguing with Emma. She went to the meeting. She was drunk off her tits. And from there, I don't believe anyone knows where she went. The last time anyone can give a definite, like, oh, she was here at this time, was at the meeting. Afterwards is where things get blurry. You know what, considering that apparently we only have an hour left, I'm gonna go over my thoughts and theories on what happened. Personally, I think that the killer or killers, because there could be more than one, it either has to be Ryan, Rebecca, or Ryan and Rebecca. It can only be either the pair of them or one of them. Mainly because of this tape. This is the tape that was used with the bin bags to, clean up the broken window at the pub. We have only seen that tape at the pub. We still haven't been able to question anyone about it, but I find that very suspicious. That is a very obvious clue. And the fact that we haven't been able to ask anyone about it, to me at least, indicates that it's not a red herring. If we'd been able to ask about this within the first 5 minutes, I'd be like, okay, red herring. But the fact that the game has very purposefully avoided the tape, I'm like, that makes it meaningful. So I would... If the killer is Ryan, I think potentially because Kate was saying she was going to blackmail him, and remember, Agatha Christie, the two motives for murder are love or money. In Ryan's case, money. You're threatening to blackmail me, you're drunk, you're high off my morphine, I'ma just push you in the fucking lake. I'ma push you in the lake that is literally on Atlas's doorstep. We know she was at Atlas. He didn't appreciate being blackmailed. Into the lake she goes. If it's Rebecca, then I think the motive is love. I think she probably overheard Kate and Emma's argument at the pub. And, Kate saying, oh, I'm gonna blackmail Ryan over the fact that you and him are fucking ba-ba-ba. And to be honest, I could see this ending with Rebecca trying to kill Emma, if Rebecca is the killer. She overhears this argument. She's like, oh, so you're gonna blackmail my husband, and he's been having an affair. She goes after Kate because Kate's the loud one. At least Emma is being discreet. She's being secretive. She's not blasting it around town that she and Ryan had this affair. Whereas Kate, because she's so drunk all the time, she's a liability. She could tell anyone. And I don't think Rebecca would, I don't think she'd like her marriage being dragged through the mud. So, the Atlas isn't too far away from the town. She could have very easily snuck off into the woods and then pushed Kate into the lake as she was making her way back. And if it's the pair of them, well, the blackmail, the affair, it threatened them both. So, okay, so... Okay, considering we've moved forward an hour, I'm gonna do my usual thing. I'm gonna do a sweep of the village. Oh. Mysterious packages. Okay, nothing here. I'm gonna hold off on talking to James about that. However, again, let's check the greenhouses. And the other ones, again, I highly doubt there's going to be anything here, but better to be safe than sorry. Oh shit!
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do.
Oh. So poppies... Poppy seeds, rather, they can be... I don't know the process, but you can use poppies to create opium, I believe. And I believe morphine is an opioid. I think. I might have that incorrect, but I'm pretty sure there's a connection there. But again, this feels like a red herring to me. This feels like could James have given Kate the morphine? Like, we're going to throw in this last minute red herring. However, To me at least, it seems far more likely that she was getting the morphine at Atlas. We know that she went to Atlas a lot. She was going there at least once a week for the meetings. She had the code to get into the room. This just feels like oh, there's someone else with morphine in the village. Could it have been him? I'm like, no. It makes more sense to me for it to have been Ryan's morphine. But again, I'd rather save talking to people for last. Head on up. Okay, still nothing in here. Anything new happening in the pub? No, okay. And just to be safe, I'll check round the back. I'll have said this plenty of times. I think we're done with the outbuilding, but I'd just rather check. I don't want to miss anything. Find myself stuck, and it was just... The solution was, oh, you didn't go on this particular... You didn't go to this particular location. Because, I mean, I've done really well. I haven't had to use a single hint so far. Or call the chief, so I'd like to see if I can get to the end without using any hints. Nothing new here. And into the creepy forest. No one's chilling out on the jetty, although those fishers are still there. Go home, lads. If you haven't caught anything by now, then they're not biting. Oh.
Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
Oh.
Excellent, Tom.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test. I thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out, Inspector Jenks.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Don't make any rash commitments. Well, well. You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
1. What the fuck? 2. Jenks, if you wanted to give that little toe rag a beating, Jenks, like, I can look at the wall. I can look away and I won't have seen anything you do. You'll have deniability, like, I'm just saying. the actor for Kyle, he's doing a really good job too. I know he's not been in it much, but like, I hate him. I want to slap the shit out of him. Good job, sir. Okay. That was mentioned on the CD. You know, threshold testing, extreme testing. Please make sure to look at the notes before attempting this module. This don't seem right. This don't seem right for a business management course. Where will that ever come up in business? Like, why should we hire you? I'm a great negotiator and I can stick a skewer through my hand. Wait, what? Like, okay. Okay, Atlas. Let's just have an explore. Don't think too hard about it. Nothing new here. I'm thinking that... Because I could ask Ryan about this stuff, however, we did pick up the key fob. And there is a car that has been parked in a specific place for quite a while. Okay, nothing new in here. Okay, so let's... Okay, can we... Haha! Steal the car!
Bingo. Well, Ryan, what have you been up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
I can't remember if Kate said how much she was trying to get out of Ryan, if she told him, oh yeah, I'm gonna blackmail him for this much. However, 500 quid it's a nice start for blackmail. It's a very nice start. Okay, let's start with James, I think. To be honest, James seems... he's the least involved. Like I said, I'm pretty much convinced that the killer has to be Ryan or Rebecca or both of them. And you know, obviously Emma was Kate's friend and she was having the affair with Ryan. Simon was with Kate on the course. Paul, you know, he was obviously running the courses with Ryan. They're really involved in all of this. James, he just seems to be on the sidelines doing drugs and scrying and shit.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Okay, where was the last thing? Okay, there we go. There we go.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them. To grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that?
Scout's honour.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
I feel like there is a contradiction there. 1 second. James definitely wouldn't know about the money. Because James is poor. I want to say... I seem to remember James saying something like, oh, I don't do stuff for money. Oh. Here's the thing, I'm pretty sure this is a red herring. I am more than certain that this is a red herring. But if there's a contradiction here... I just want to try this. Just give me a minute. I might be barking up the wrong tree here, but... Where is it? Here's the thing, he didn't grow the poppies. Never extracted opium. Selling the pods to pensioners. Yeah, he got them from a friend. I'm pretty sure this actually doesn't have anything to do with Kate. Actually, no, I'm not pretty sure. I'm completely certain. This just seems like something completely out of left field. Kate's death. To be honest, I don't think Kate's death has anything to do with Atlas either. I think Atlas is a huge red herring. It's all about... You know, she was arguing at the pub and either Rebecca or Ryan overheard her and were like, oh, I don't want to be blackmailed, or, oh shit, you know about my husband's affair. I need to keep this quiet. And then one or both of them pushed her in the lake. I would put money on it. I would put all of my money on it. Oh. I apologise if you can hear that in the background. That would be an ice cream van. I'ma just leave this be.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I feel like the poppy pods are a complete red herring. If the game wants me to find a contradiction with them, then I'll be back. But I really don't think they actually matter. Okay, and I am going to leave this episode off right here. In the next one, we will go and speak to Paul Rand. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.